To this day.
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 What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Get this. Deontay Wilder speaks out for the first time since the KO loss to Zhang and reveals injury. Deontay Wilder's career is on the ropes following back-to-back defeats in Saudi Arabia. The first occasion was a points loss to Joseph Parker, who nullified the former WBC's champion's best weapon, which was his right hand, and beat him on the scorecards. Okay, Wilder post-fight assured fans that his killer instinct would be back when he returned. However, against Zhang, the American did admit that he was considering retirement if he couldn't get the victory. He was knocked out in 5 rounds. Okay, it's not necessarily the losses that have led to the likes of Lennox Lewis to call for the 38-year-old to retire, but the nature of how he has performed. Once the most devastating puncher on the planet, Wilder's ferociousness appears to have been replaced by tentativeness. Okay, although there has been radio silence on the social media, Wilder made a public appearance this month at the Lions Den's boxing community. In the clip shared by Tom Delmuth from the event, Wilder gives a motivational talk to those around him who presented him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. And this is what he said. He said, "Just like others have paved the way for me, it's gratitude to give back. I tell everyone we all have greatness in us, and greatness is determined by service. Every day I wake up and I try to provide my service because I know how great I am. So many may hold you back. So many stop signs may come. Many things may come and hinder your craft, but you can't give up though. No matter how many falls you make, falls you take, you got to get back on your ASS and get back and going. And that's what we're on the journey doing. The best is yet to come. You understand me. I appreciate the love." Okay. Okay. And let me counterpunch. Okay, here we go. The knockout artist from Alabama is sporting a sling on his right arm, the tool that has led him to an incredible 42 knockouts from 43 wins. So, he didn't say anything about an injury, but he is sporting a sling. Anytime when you see a sling, you've had some type of injury or you're recovering from some type of surgery from some type of injury. So, I don't know where that was. I can tell you this, though. When that was a couple of weeks ago, I believe, when he got the Lifetime Achievement Award. So that was in August. And that fight was what? Was it June 1st? Sure. Yeah, that was June 1st. So June 1st, July 1st, August 1st. So that was 2 months later. I wonder why he was still wearing a cast if that was 2 months later. That's way over 2 months later. See, tomorrow will be the 1st. And if a couple weeks ago, which made it 2.5 months, he must have had something going on with him. I really don't know. I think a lot of people read into things when they see certain stuff. He might have waited to have the surgery. Because remember, to give Deontay Wilder the benefit of the doubt, he was going through personal issues with Taylor Swift reporting things allegedly that he did to her and all this months after it already happened, which I think makes no sense at all, right? So I did look at that funny. So he was probably dealing with that issue, having to go to court and dealing with that. So if he did injure himself in some type of way in that fight, which is not heard of or not ever heard of because or not ever unheard of by Deontay Wilder, because he has been through several injuries, okay, in his career. Several, okay? So this doesn't surprise me. But I look at certain outcomes, and certain outcomes, you talk about, oh, well, this is what happened, and this is the reason for this, or this is the reason for that. But in hindsight, I really don't know how he could have injured himself. Not saying, he couldn't have hit or punched Zhang Zhang wrong, because he did hit Zhang Zhang, in certain punches, with certain shots. I don't really know how that could have occurred, or what went on with him. I just think we would assume that he is injured because nobody walks around with a damn sling. I mean, let's just be real. Nobody walks around with a sling. So we can assume that he did that in the fight with Zhang Zhang, now on another end, a lot of people could say, well, maybe he's trying to explain why the punch didn't do what it did to other fighters. You know what I mean? Because the narrative is Wilder don't have it no more. He doesn't have that punching power, or he doesn't have that killer instinct to throw or deliver that punching power. So we really don't know what's going on with that. But I would like to know. If you guys find out anything, let me know in the description box. Or if I find out anything, I will definitely let you know what's going on with the sling in his arm. I didn't see that when he was offered the Lifetime Achievement Award by the group, the LDBC. So you guys tell me what you think of Deontay Wilder hinting that he was injured during the Zhang Zhang fight, or because of the Zhang Zhang fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.